Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Friday, October 2nd, 2020. Looking at fire potential impacts over the next few days, we are looking at some gusty winds with low relative humidity for portions of Utah and western Wyoming today. There is a red flag warning in effect that covers portions of the Uintas today. Moving into Saturday, we'll see things slow down a little bit, and then as we go to Sunday, winds will pick up again over the Sierra. Surface smoke conditions look pretty good across the area for this afternoon. Not too many impacts. As we move into Saturday, it does look like conditions will decrease a bit across western Utah and northeastern Nevada. And then looking aloft at 6,000 feet, this is more for aviation concerns. Again, today looking really good. Not too many impacts as far as smoke. But again, moving into Saturday, that starts to change a bit with more smoke making its way into western Nevada and portions of western Utah and Idaho. Initial attack was light across the Great Basin, and we still have a couple of team fires. It's been incredibly dry across the Great Basin over the past 14 days. We did have one storm system come through about a week ago that brought some rain and cooler temperatures to the area. That helped out a bit across the north, but further south into the central and southern part of the Great Basin, conditions have just really been bone dry. Pretty much the entire Great Basin, south of Idaho is below normal. With those incredibly dry conditions, ERCs are unsurprisingly very far above normal. Quite a few stations across Utah in that 97th and above category, and a lot also in the 90 to 96th percentile category. So really high ERCs, and even across Idaho where things came down a bit with that cooler, wetter storm, conditions are on the rise. Satellite this morning shows high pressure in place across the western part of the Great Basin, and that is what will lead to our really low relative humidity and hot temperatures that we're expecting today. That high pressure in place, again, has brought quite a bit of dry air. You can see really dry conditions in place across much of Nevada into Idaho and Utah. And with that, our significant fire potential map has a lot of brown on it. Relative humidity at the surface will be single digit across much of Nevada. Conditions a little better into Idaho and northeastern Utah that are on the edge of that ridge. And along the edge of the ridge across the eastern part of the Great Basin, we will see some gusty winds this afternoon, and that is where the red flag warning is in effect for portions of the Uintas. So moving to Saturday, still keeping that ridge in place across the Great Basin. It shifts a little east. With that eastward shift in the ridge, we will continue to see really dry relative humidities across much of the Great Basin, with the highest values across the eastern periphery of the area. Winds will decrease moving into Saturday. And as we go into Sunday, the ridge flattens a bit with a storm system moving by to the north of the area. That will bring some enhanced winds to portions of the Great Basin on Sunday, but gusty winds shouldn't be too widespread. We will see relative humidity decrease moving into Sunday. Still continuing to look quite hot across the area. These are forecast temperature anomalies for Sunday. You can see 10 to 15, even some places 20 degrees above normal by Sunday. So really abnormally hot and dry across the area. Moving to Monday, still keeping that ridge in place across the area, looking quite dry. Really similar picture moving into Tuesday. Wednesday looking similar. Starting to see hints of an upper level weather system moving towards the west coast. That would bring a change in the weather. And then as we look at Thursday, models beginning to hint for another storm moving into the area. The thing to note is that before any storm comes through, we typically get winds. And so before the next storm does come through the area, we would expect to see some gusty winds. It's looking really dry across the entire area over the next 7 days. No precipitation whatsoever expected for the next week. Looking out further, this covers October 9th to 15th. There is some potential for us to get some more storms moving through the north of the area. That would bring some rain to Idaho, Nevada, maybe northern Utah, but it will continue to be exceptionally dry across the central and southern parts of the area, which have not seen moisture for quite some time, and temperatures are expected to remain above normal for the entire Great Basin. That's it. If there are any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thank you.